Hey guys, RC here, back with another episode of our Kansas City Royals career as we play out of the park baseball version 18. Last episode, we were just catching up on a lot of housekeeping issues, end of the month reviews, um, and we are into the home stretch. September 1st, we have reached roster expansion. We have 26 days left in the season. George Brett sitting on two whole massive home runs. He's been, even with his 325 average, he's been the disappointment of the year, I would have to say. You know what? I have not. Let's. There we go. All right, so we have brought Hank Aaron back up last sim, or that last video. He'll be just the extra bat off the bench here as we have reached roster expansions. So let's go ahead and we are midweek, so we'll just finish out the week and see what happens here. All right, 14 emails. Let's start there. All right. Looks like Rico Carty, 37, might be up for a trade. Eckersley gets another win. AL Player of the Week, Dennis Eckersley, 2-0, 9 strikeouts in 18 innings, 2 complete games, both shutouts. He's 16-9 on the year. Keith Hernandez, 22 years old, Player of the Week in the National League, 583 average for the week, 14 hits in 24 at bats, just 1 homer, 2 RBIs, but nothing to shake a stick at with that batting average. Taking a look at the power ratings, we are down to number 11. Minnesota is maintaining at number 3. I am guessing that means that they are taking advantage of us in this series, and we are now a 3-game losing streak and 7 games back. Even worse, we are a game behind the Yankees in the wild card. I think with a magic number of 14 and 7 back, I think we can officially kiss the AL West pennant out of the question this year, and we will be fighting for a wild card. Magic number for the Yankees is 20, so we've got a lot of making up to do. Let's check our schedule real quick. Yeah, so we ended up sweeping the Rangers, going back to the previous month, 5-2. Busby evened his record at 12-12. Mingori got a save. Home run by Perkins. He continues his little hot streak there. And then a 9-6 win. Morris got a no decision. He got hit pretty bad. Bryles came in relief. Hrabowski surprisingly gets his 3rd win of the season. Home run for Bob Jones from the Rangers, his 1st of the season. A lot of guys getting their first home runs of the season off of our pitching staff. Guidry, 5 runs in 5 innings. Not a good outing for him. He falls to 11-3. Mingori gave up 2 runs in the 9th. Flanagan goes to 13-9 with the quality start. And Soderhelm, 19th home run. He hit 2 homers against us in the last series with the Twins. So he has really enjoyed facing us. Really bad that we got swept here. Splittorff, 6 runs, but only 2 of them earned, but that doesn't matter. I mean, it helps his ERA, but Blyleven, the complete game. Fairly reached double-digit home runs finally. Soderhelm, 2 games in a row with a homer as he reaches 20. And finally a 4-1 loss. Leonard, quality start. Goltz, 19-9 on the season. No homers. Soderhelm didn't get a home run this game. I bet a lot of people were betting that he would in Vegas for that game. He has owned us. All right, so we're in dire straits. I mean, luckily we've got another series against the Rangers, California. We need to really run the table, but this is all divisional games here, so it's all or nothing at this point. So let's go ahead and play out another week. And torn thumb ligament, 6 to 7 weeks. Let's see. Well, that's going to end him for the season, so we're going to put him on the DL. I don't think there's anybody else to really bring up. Do we bring up Poquet? I don't know. He could play left and right. We're already one player over. Let me see if I really need him. All right, let's go depth charts again. All right, that actually brings Aaron into the depth chart. I think we're going to be okay. How is Milner doing? 280 with us. 6 homers, 23 RBIs. Been kind of quiet, but he was on that hot streak right after we traded for him. All right, let's go ahead and finish out the week. Personal message. All right, Jack Morris signs his contract extension with us. Guidry sore day to day, 6 days. He'll miss one start maybe, so we'll keep rolling. All right. Wow. All right. Let's see. Tiant got a win. Looks like Dennis Leonard got a win. Rusty Staub his 2000th hit. George Hendrick of the Indians, AL Player of the Week. 12 hits, 21 at bats, 571 average for the week. Pete Rose at 35, Player of the Week in the National League, hit 500. All right, the Rangers and the Astros get eliminated. In the power rankings, Minnesota maintains at number 3. We climb up a little bit to number 9. Let's take a look at the standings. We've climbed back to 5.5, but the magic number's 9. More importantly, we have jumped in front of the Yankees in the wild card race. I think that's going to go down to the last couple of days. Should be an exciting pennant race for the wild card at least. Maybe even on both sides. Philadelphia and the Mets are within a couple of games. The Yankees are right there. Cleveland's not too far back either. So, oh man, Brett's leading the American League. Hal McRae's right behind him. McRae on his OBS plus slugging. Dennis Leonard second in ERA. Vida Blue having a great year. 19 wins. Taking a look at the schedule. All right, 3-2. We got a sweep against Cal. Looks like our Saturday game was postponed, and we split the doubleheader. So let's see. Well, no, we don't want to look at that first. Let's check out the California series. Busby gets his second win in a row. Hrabowski with the save. Fairley with his 11th homer. Paul Dade his 3rd homer. 4-2 over California. Morris finally gets a win. Mangori with the save. No homers in this one. And then a 3-2 win. Very tight pitching. Guidry out after 2 innings when he got hurt in that game. Wiley went 4 innings for the win. Hrabowski with the save. Tanana loses to fall to 12-12. Ron Jackson, no relation to Reggie, his 2nd homer. And no homers for our side. A 2-1 loss. Splittorf takes the hard luck loss, 2 runs in 8 innings. Umbarger, 7-13, pitches probably his best game of the season. Nothing really to talk about there. When we look at the split box score, you can only see the second game, so we lost that one 7-3. Busby takes that loss. No homers there, and I'm trying to remember how. Right there. Okay, that'll get us to it. So we won 8-0, but we got 4 more in the ninth. Leonard, complete game, 2-hit shutout to get his 16th win. Otis, his 14th home run. God, Brett is just killing me, I swear. All right, let's take a look at injuries. Everybody's come up there. Guidry's got 1 day left. And Morris is scheduled to pitch. Oakland and Texas. So losing 2 out of 3 to Texas after we just swept them, that's pretty tough. So hopefully this next week we can put together a good run. This could be the make or break week for us for the playoffs. So very nervous. All right, 4 days. I think we're okay. 4 days we're all right. We're gonna just keep playing till the next week. All right. Oh my gosh, a no-hitter. There we go. Don Gullett of the Reds. I think that's the first no-hitter of the season. 11-0, so no pressure. 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. He goes to 22-8 with that. Very nice. Let's check out that box score. Look at that. No hits, no runs, no errors. Very nice. You don't see a lot of those in out of the park. Joe Torre possibly getting traded. Maybe they'll trade him to the Yankees to become their manager. Eckersley with another shutout, 17-9 on the season. Busby blanks Texas, so that's good for us. Brown shuts out Kansas City. That's bad. Pittsburgh wins the National League East. Jim Rice, American League Player of the Week, hitting 407 for Boston. Bill Robinson hits 424, NL Player of the Week. And Minnesota has clinched a playoff berth, although the division is still up for grabs. Power rankings, Minnesota has fallen off to 5th. We've improved to 8th. So we had a pretty decent week, it looks like. But boy, we lost at least 1 game that we really wish we shouldn't have. Magic numbers 3, 4.5 games back. Well, I think they're going to... Oh. Sorry about that. My dog's playing ball. I don't know. How do we have a magic number of 3 and we're 4.5 back and they haven't clinched? I'm going to say they've clinched that. Now we've gone 4 games up with a magic number of 4. So we are on the verge of clinching the wild card. So that's actually really good. Very happy with that. Taking a look at the schedule. All right, we sweep the A's in a 4-game set, but again, Texas takes 2 out of 3. That's just disheartening. All right, Morris, another solid game for the rookie, but no decision. Rich McKinney hit his 5th homer. Reggie Jackson hits his 14th homer, and that's unusual. He's got, he's got 558 at bats this year, so he's right in line with what he's had the last 2 years, but only half the home runs. 36 last year, 29 the year before. So, and a lot of that's probably due to his average. He's only hitting 237 this year. That's got to be disappointing. 2 for 5 for Perkins, 308 with 8 homers. He's doing pretty well. A 3-0 shutout. Guidry comes back from his little injury. 2 hits over 6 innings. They cut him short to make sure he's rested up. Lacey with his 4th homer in his injury-shortened season, only 57 games due to that injury early in the year. Yep, he had the only home run. A 10-7 win. Splittorf, the no decision, a blown save, but then Littell holds on to get the win. Tell you what, I might have to bench that guy. Lacey, another home run, so his 5th home run, 2 in 2 games. Otis, his 15th. Reggie Jackson hit 2 home runs, 16 on the season. He went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs. And then a 7-3 win. Leonard, a no decision with a great outing, but going up against Vita Blue. That's not an easy outing. Leonard hit a home run though. A solo shot in the 5th inning to help the cause. So our pitcher hits one out, and now one of our pitchers has almost as many home runs as George Brett does on the season. I'm paying somebody way too much money. All right, we get a 4-0 win over Texas. Busby just meandering along at that 500 rate, complete game. Brett with his 3rd home run, finally. Man, when was the last time he had a homer? I don't know. Let's see. Batting stats, batting splits, home runs. April 0, 1 in May, 1 in July, 2 in September. So he must have gotten another one here in the next game because, yeah, this one gave him 3. So we just learned a little bit. So, yeah, he got 2 home runs in a week, and he had 2 all season long. Pretty pathetic. A 1-0 loss here. Morris, Mr. Hard Luck. Jackie Brown went to 13-13. No homers in that one. And then a 6-3 loss. Guidry takes that one. 6 innings, 3 runs on 3 hits. Gory gets shelled in 2/3 of an inning. And yeah, there's the other home run by Brett, another solo job. So, well, a late season power surge. All right, well, we got a week left. Let's see how much time we've got left. We got about 8 minutes left for recording. So let's go ahead and finish out the season. You know what? I tell you what. Let's real quick. Where's our schedule? Let's go here, and we're just going to play out by day. All right. So it looks like our game was canceled. They've pushed it into a double header, so that's not good. All right. Baltimore clinches a postseason berth, and Minnesota, 4.5 game lead. Where's their schedule? All right, so they had the day off. I don't know. Is it going to come down to that? Is it going to come down to that last series against the Twins? We'll find out. Well, we win the doubleheader. That's awesome. All right, so we get the 5-3 win. We gave up all 3 runs in the last 2 innings. Splittorf goes to 13-9. Wilbur Wood drops to 16-13. Milner with a triple. Chet Lemon 13th homer of the season, 21 years old. I recognize that name. Brett struck out twice. And let's go see if we can find that other game. 10-4. Leonard gets his 17th win of the season. J.R. Richard falls to 12-16 as we light him up for 8 runs on 9 hits, under a 3 ERA. So that's not happening very often. No homers for either team. 4 for 5 for McRae. Alrighty, let's check these emails. All right, Kansas City is off to the playoffs, so we clinch a playoff berth. We just don't know if it'll be the wild card or if we still have a shot at the division, and the Red Sox clinch as well. So let's take a look at the standings. So Baltimore and Boston are in, Minnesota, Kansas City are in, Pittsburgh's in, Cincinnati's in, and we have San Francisco, I'm going to guess, gets the first wild card, and then you've got Philly and the Dodgers deadlocked for the second spot. Phillies have come out of nowhere going 8-2, Dodgers 3-7, really tailing off here down the stretch and collapsing in the heat of the pennant chase. So that is probably not helpful to them if they can't get out of that. All right, let's do another game. We get a 7-6 win to sweep our series with the Sox. Busby with the win to go 15-13. Hrabowski records his 30th save. Perkins, his 9th homer of the season. Another player, Bill Stein, gets his first home run of the season. In fact, you want to bet that might be his first of his career? No, he had 3 last year, so first of the season this year. All right, let's take a look here. All right, we've already read those. So we've closed to within 2. The magic number is 3. Taking a look at Minnesota. They lost 2 in a row to California while we have swept Texas. And they have California today. And we didn't sweep the Sox. We have another game with them. All right, well, we lose that one. That's disappointing. They get 1 in the 8th to come back. Guidry's really struggled since coming back from that injury. He's not pitching horribly, but he's I think his stamina's down. I think his stamina is down. Let's see. Shore Solder development. Well, his stamina improved from 1 to 3. Well, not what we would like to see out of him. Perkins reaches 10 home runs. Milner with another home run. Brian Downing got his 7th on the season. But not enough as we lose that one. And if we take a look at the email, the Giants get the wild card, which we expected they would. So the Dodgers have moved a game in front of Philly with 3 left to play. I wonder if they play each other. Nope, they close out with Montreal. And the Dodgers close out with San Diego. Yeah, well, both of those should be mostly winnable series for both teams. That's going to be kind of a no-brainer. All right, let's take a look at Minnesota. They got the 5-1 win. We took that last loss, so it's 3 games. Magic number is 1. Basically, we have 3 games left. We can end up tied or they're going to win. But we're in the playoffs, so I'm okay with that. I'm not going to lose any sleep over over it. But what I am going to do is if we get eliminated here, I think I might put Aaron in for some glory time. We'll see. All right, well, we won that game. 5-1, pretty handy. Morris pitched excellent. Soderhelm, another home run against us. I think out of his 23 homers, he's probably got 8 or 9 against us. Brett 1 for 4. I don't see Aaron in there. I don't think he's pitched very much at all. All right, that's a minor league award. Santo Alcala of the Reds. Oh, our game with Minnesota got delayed, so we push it. We push all the chips to the center of the table for a doubleheader in one day to end the season. All right, Double-A top player goes to Eddie Murray in the Cardinals farm system. Tippy Martinez, torn back muscle, and he is done. What do you think, guys? Well, I tell you what, I'm going to put a cut in right here. That was the timer for the recording. Magic number is 2. We pushed out to a doubleheader to finish the season. So we're going to go ahead and put a cut right here. We'll come back to end the regular season, find out what happens in the pennant chase. Minnesota and Kansas City, both in the playoffs, irregardless of what happens. The only problem with this is, and I am upset by this, is if we had lost one of the first 2 games to give them the pennant, I was going to put Aaron in to start, and I can't do that now, and that upsets me. You know what? I am going to do this though. I'm going to bring Aaron up to the top pinch hit spot. I don't think he's played a game. I mean, we called him up for this last month, but, well, yeah, he actually has played a couple of games here in September since the call up or since coming back up. But he has only gotten 1 hit and no homers. Ugh, man. No, that's what I want right there. So, no home runs this season. That's got him stuck at 734. That's going to be really a shame. When I signed him, when I traded for him earlier in the season, I had really hoped that we would see, a handful of home runs this year. I mean, he hit 20 2 years ago, and then he barely played last year. I was hoping with giving him some starts that we might see a little magic down the stretch from Hank. Um, but I think that'll be a good way for him to end his career. Hopefully, going to the playoffs. And now the big question is, when we have to cut the roster, does he make our postseason roster or not? And I don't know the answer to that. I think the answer is going to be no. The only other person I could potentially cut would be Gates, but he is my only third base backup. I don't have anybody else that can play. I don't have anybody else that can play third base at all. Oh man. Yeah, I think Hank's going to have to get sent down for the playoffs, and that's disheartening, just very bad. Because I can't risk losing Brett and not having anybody to back him up at third base. I mean, I suppose I could play Patek or Burleson out of place over there. I mean, they've got range, they've got the arm. Do you want that to be what cost you a shot at a World Series, though, to do that for Aaron? I think we'll probably see him do one or two pinch hits in this series by moving him up to the top pinch hit spot or DH spot, not DH, pinch hit spot. Well, I have a whole video to think about that. So, wow. So, a whole season, we've come down to the last day. We'll check that out in the next video, and then we'll see how we do in the postseason, if we can make another postseason run or if we get knocked out early. Guys, thanks for checking it out, and we'll see you next time. Take care.